This is my dog Logan. If you haven't had a chance to meet him, hopefully you will. There are only 2 times that I'm really concerned about where I live. One of them is during a major earthquake, and the other is after a huge storm. Well, we had a huge storm a few weeks ago. In my phone, my cell phone, I got two text alerts warning me of an imminent flash flood warning. You can imagine the fear of somebody living that close to LA County's largest body of water. I was petrified. Didn't know what to do because I can swim, but he really, I don't know if he can. My dog, this dog Logan, I love him to death. He's really 70 pounds of pure love. He avoids water. We have a pool, he won't go near it. When I'm walking with him, he will jump over the puddles, he will jump over the little streams, although he doesn't mind a bath. Stay here with him. So I'm concerned that if there was a flash flood and that we had to somehow survive it, I'd be okay, and I'm wondering about him. Here's how the movie would go. It's the afternoon, and we're at home, and all of a sudden it's a huge flash flood, a huge warning, because there's a giant rainstorm right now. I get a warning on my phone. Phone rings. Get this, if you've ever heard a flash flood or any kind of emergency alert on your cell phone, it'll startle you because it's a ringtone that you've never heard. The ringtone goes off. I look at it, it says flash flood warning imminent. The rain is coming down. It's just pouring. So I run outside and I hear a sound. Oh my God, there's this huge sound. It's like a freight train. So I run back inside, grab Logan, get my son's life vest, wrap it around him, and we go back outside. Just as this giant wall, he saw it too. This giant wall of water is coming over the rooftops and heading our way. And all of a sudden, I'm a passenger in that freight train. And the water's tumbling me all over, and finally, I make my way to the surface. Where's Logan? I look, and there he is, bobbing about 100 feet away. So I swim over to him. I grab hold of him, because he is my love. I spoon him, little spoony action. And I hug him, and I look in his eyes, and he's frantic. He doesn't know what's going on. He's in water. He's afraid of water. I look in his eyes and I tell him that everything was going to be okay. Meanwhile, we're floating down the normally dry Santa Clara River in what is now a furious, turbulent, whitewater flume of water traveling, it must be 40 miles an hour, going down this, heading towards Ventura. Not sure what's going on. Cars are going by, people are floating by, I see wood, branches, trees, they're all floating by. And I'm holding on to him for dear life. The water is frigid. Luckily, he brought his fur coat. So we'll both stay warm. About 15, 20 minutes later, we're far enough away that the turbulence has died down. We're able to pull over to the side of the riverbank, struggle to get out. Of course, I don't have my wheelchair, so I'm on the ground, but at least we're out of the water. He's with me, and he didn't perish. It dawns on me that it would have been incredibly unfortunate if he had perished, because with no doing of his own, he's innocent. And because of an act of nature, and if the spillway hadn't worked like the Oroville Dam is failing right now, that he could have perished. And it would have been a disaster. That's how the movie would have gone. And actually, a lot of people might have died in the movie, but the dog lived. And that is what made me so very, very happy. Madam Toastmaster.